France is a wealthy and flourishing country in Europe. One of the most known places which people talk about France is Paris, and specifically the Eiffel Tower here. France has been occupied by people since the Neolithic times. France has a rich cultural heritage and many historical palaces and buildings which present the grandeur of the country during the ancient times. The once beautiful country, France, also went through a time of war and revolt before it could finally settle down and flourished. Like most revolutions, France too was tired of the monarchy and the overly rich aristocrats who took advantage of the peasants and the working class. There were other reasons too. France had become one of the most populated countries in the entire Europe. More population mean more food and goods for the consumers. France had spent heavily on the American Revolution and the ruling King Louis XVI, and his predecessor had left the country almost bankrupt. Besides, the harvest was poor, the cattle suffered with disease, assets of the royal house were dwindling, and the price of the bread was too high to be afforded by the peasants. Government imposed very high taxes on the people to recover the losses, which seemed to be unaffordable. This angered the people more. The people showed their frustration towards the government through strikes, theft, and riots. The French Revolution had uprooted the monarchy and feudal system. People wanted sovereignty and absolute rights. Trail of events in French Revolution. Historians have blamed King Louis XVI to have laid the groundwork of the French Revolution. The period of ancient regime, which began in Middle Ages and lasted till 1792, was the time of kings and feudal lords. This phase is considered as the time when the framework of the revolution was built. Besides the ancient regime, there were other reasons too. Ancient regime. Monetary crunch. When Louis XVI came to the throne, France was already going through monetary problems. The nearing bankrupt situation of the country was because of its involvement in the 7 Years' War and then the American Revolution. And Robert Jacques Turgot, who was the then finance minister of France, was dismissed when he was unable to ratify restructurings in the financial structure of France. Jacques Necker was given the position of the Comptroller General of Finance the following year after Turgot's dismissal. Necker understood that the tax system of the country was too